In this video, we're going to answer a few of the frequently asked questions about the syrinremover. So we're going to go directly into the questions that we have been asked so far. So one of the first question is, why should I choose the syringomaremoval.com to remove my syringoma? This is quite an easy question. First of all, the syringe remover has been sold for quite a while now, and we have now thousands of people who have used the syringe remover worldwide, and this particular type of product, this particular type of specialized cosmetic peel has been used by thousands of people worldwide to remove not only syringoma but also other types of benign skin lesions for aesthetic purposes only. Also, it is a cost-effective way to remove your syringoma, and you can keep it there with you. And if syringoma keeps recurring, then you have you still have it, and you can still use it in order to remove your syringoma. Now we're going to go and see the other questions. Is how do I know you are genuine? This is quite an easy question to answer. We have been trading for quite a while. We are Aret Unlimited, and we have traded since 2015, especially in these types of cosmetic peels. And if we weren't genuine, we wouldn't be able to be in business to this day. Also, we comply with all the terms of use of major credit cards and so on, and all our products respect European standards and so on. And they're also very effective with the intended use that we market it for, in particular for syringoma removal. And going forward is another very frequently asked question that we get is, what are the ingredients? Initially, we have made this type of products by using TCA, because TCA has been proven to be effective for syringoma removal and also other types of skin lesion removal. But then we find that we could use another product called glycolic acid, and later on we have found that glycolic acid works really well when coupled with vitamin A, and therefore is now a specialized peel made out of glycolic acid plus vitamin A made into a thick gel. And these are the main two active ingredients of this type of product, which is a cosmetic product. It's a cosmetic specialized peel to remove syringoma and other types of skin lesions, removed only for aesthetic purposes. So we're going to go and talk about the next question is, where can I buy the syringe remover? This can only be done online, so you go onto our website, which we're going to show you immediately, and here we're going to open another tab. You just go on to contact us. As you hover over contact us, then I'm just going to stop the video. Then you've got the two options: buy the syringe remover and buy the syringe remover with the money back guarantee. So you can choose between the two options. If you buy the the syringe remover with the money back guarantee, we have a standard money back guarantee duration, so you don't need to ask us any question. Return the product within a certain time frame, and we'll give you the full refund. No questions asked. Otherwise, you can buy the syringe remover on its own, and so on. And so this is the answer to that particular question. So you can buy the syringe remover online. We'll dispatch it wherever you are in the world. Why is the syringe remover safe for syringoma removal? Now, this is another easy answer. There's another easy answer to that because it's an easy question. It's safe for a number of reasons. Not only have we sold this type of cosmetic products worldwide for a long while and in a large number, but also it respects from a legislative point of view, it respects all European directives and so on, and we make sure of that because obviously, as dealing with groundbreaking products, some people are watching us closely, and they look for reasons to question us. So we make sure we comply with all legislation. So that's one of the answers to that. But also, again, as we said, we make sure that is made extremely well and it's been sold worldwide in the thousands now. Now, how is the syringe remover applied? We're very likely going to make another video on that later on and more information on that. But basically, it is applied by placing it on your syringoma for a length of time. You'll find the information detail on the instructions. However, we very likely make another video on that. So you apply on your syringoma, and before you do that, you wash your face. You apply petroleum jelly around the syringoma, and then you apply on your syringoma for a specific length of time. The longer you keep the gel for, the more effective it is. And this is one of the peculiarity of this type of product, is you can control how strong the action is. So if you keep it for 10 minutes, it's not going to be as effective as if you keep it for 15 or 20 minutes. And so the longer you keep it, the more syringoma it will destroy. So that is the way the product has been designed. So now we're going to go ahead to the next question, is how does it work? Again, this is another easy question. It works by destroying the syringoma from the top, and it does it chemically. So whatever you do in order to remove syringoma, you have to burn them one way or another. You can burn them by using lasers, you can burn them by using voltaic plasma, or you can cut them off by using excision, which is not a technique that is used any longer, but is used to be the preferred option several years ago. But then in this case we do it chemically, and we do it by using glycolic acid and vitamin A, and that destruction rate is proportional to how long you keep the gel for on each syringoma. We're going to go into the next question. How long does it take for the scabs to fall off? This is quite standard. It takes in the region between 3 to 6 days, as long as there's you don't put any makeup on or anything of the sort, and then you can start. Once the scabs are off, you can put makeup on. Is it necessary to use peeling products, using healing products to use during the scabbing process? This is a question, a frequently asked question, because over the years, several people have wanted to use healing products after that. We don't recommend to use any. The good thing about this sort of products is that the nature takes its own course. It's not a very deep ablation, so if you just keep the area clean, you do not need to use any healing products whatsoever, and the area is going to heal on its own accord. So now another frequently asked question is, can the area where the scab is formed touch the water and so on? So what do I do when the scabs form and so on? Should I do anything? And the question, the answer is very simple. Do not make sure that the area does not get in touch with any source of bacterial infection source or anything. Just make sure that the area is kept quite clean using normal soap and water. Don't use any makeup and so on. Then, is the treatment with the syringe remover painful? Unlike laser removal or plasma removal, I use electrical plasma removal, the syringe remover treatment for syringoma is pain-free. You may feel a burning sensation, but it's not particularly painful as such. So and you get over it really, really quickly. So you don't need any top sort of anesthetic and so on. So this is one of the reasons why it's quite good for home use as well. Is the syringe remover so effective? Why have I? Oh, okay. If the syringe remover is so effective, why have I not found it in the NHS in the UK? This is quite a very good question. There's a bit of confusion as what syringoma is. People think is a disease. It's got to be treated medically. Syringoma is not a disease as such. You can live with syringoma and it's not going to affect your life. It's just something that's not very pleasing to see most of the time. So you do not need any treatment for that under the NHS or anything of the sort. You can simply live with syringoma, but you can have them removed, and you can only get them removed for aesthetic reasons, because they're not going to become cancerous anytime soon, or actually ever, because they're not malignant growth, so there's nothing to worry about. It's not going to affect your life in any way other than from an aesthetic point of view, and this is why it's not a standard service within the NHS, and this is why you do not find it within the NHS. So we're going to go and talk about how often should I use the syringe remover. Now, this is a frequently asked question. There is not standard answer to that. It depends on how you use the syringe remover, how long you keep it for on each syringoma. If you use it for 10 minutes, the ablation is not going to be as deep as if you use it for 20. Also, each syringoma is different, and each person is different, so the number of treatments vary, but on average between 3 to 5 treatments are normally enough, and you do not expect to get them removed within one session only. It's not a magic wand, it's not a magic product. You do require a number of treatments, once again between 3 to 5 treatments in order to get the results you want. And how many times should I apply the syringe remover to remove the syringoma? Very similar question. Is 3 to 5 times. Once again, where can you ship the syringe remover? We have sent these types of cosmetic pills the world over, so there's not barriers. Once again, all ingredients are within the European portal for cosmetics without any restrictions. We abide by all European laws, and which are very well respected worldwide. And the product is made in Europe on behalf of Araton Limited, so we ship it worldwide. Wherever you are in the world, place an order online and we'll dispatch it over to you. Does it always work? Yes, it does always lead to an ablation of the syringoma. However, that doesn't mean that the syringoma are not going to be back. So they may as well be back, and that has nothing to do with the way you remove them. So you may have your syringoma removed by using lasers, electrocautery, plasma, voltaic plasma, and other means. But if they're going to be back, they're going to be back. There's nothing you can do about that. So, but it does always work. In terms of it always removes a certain part of the syringoma after the treatment. So what is the shelf life? The shelf life is in the region of 12 months, and is there on each product, so there's an expiry date in there. How much product does a jar of syringe remover contain? Again, we answer this question is 30 ml, which is plenty for most syringoma. So what happens to most customers is they're left with a big amount of product after they're finished. There's normally 90 to 80% of the product that they are left with once they've done with the treatment. So what is required is much less than what we provide. We provide much more. So what we also get is customers coming back once. They had the product has gone over the expiry date, so but they still have it, but they cannot use it because it's been expired. Now, is the treatment approved in my country? Once again, the legislation in Europe says that this sort of treatments are aesthetic, so we make sure that all legislation are complied with within Europe. But in most countries, there's no problem in buying the syringe remover online, and we ship it over to you. We've shipped the syringe remover worldwide for a long time, so there's no problem. And once again, all active ingredients and all ingredients are stated well within the European portal for cosmetics. So, and it's something that is very well respected worldwide. So what can go wrong? No much that can go wrong. So far, we hadn't had any reports of any scarring or adverse reactions and whatnot. What can go wrong is mostly a bit of swelling of the upper eyelids a few days after, but that's normal. That swelling always subsides without using anything, any antihistamines or anything. No products should be used during the swelling. It's a normal reaction and so on. So we haven't had any reports of scarring or anything of the sort. So far we haven't had any adverse reaction whatsoever. So who are your customers? We have had customers from the world over, from New Zealand, Australia, Asia, Americas, and of course Europe. So wherever you are in the world, feel free to buy the syringe remover online. If you have any question, please get in touch. Thank you. Bye-bye.